Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failure, continuing right where we left off. In the last video, we collected a bunch of gems and then ranked up from rank 1 to 2. You can see we're at the bottom of the leaderboard here, but we are moving up in terms of our ranking. So in this video, let's teleport to pad. Our little Zenith bot collector has been working hard, and we don't have to collect any fuel, but we are going to do our standard collection of launches. So we start with 100 as usual. These numbers, of course, are written in the description below, so feel free to check them out if you missed the number that I say in the video. And so in this video, we're going to do some launches to generate rockets, and then we're going to do some launches to generate cash so that we can afford to rank up. And then we're going to do some one launch to get above rank up island. And then we're going to hop down all of the islands, collecting all the gems and all the life orbs, and ending up 1,300 gems richer at the end. So 2,900 is the goal at the end of the next cycle, or this current cycle, I should say. So we just buy the 100 gem rocket there, or the $100 rocket. The next one I think is 700, so let's put 700 in. And then once we've confirmed that we've got the optimum number of gems, then we're going to rank up. And then we're going to play the same game as that will get us from our current rank of 2 up to the desired rank of 3. And then in the same video, we're going to do the same thing to get from rank 3 to 4. But again, we've got to grind rockets, just like we're doing here. And then we've got to grind a cash launch. And then we have to do one big launch to get up to rank up island. So at the end of this video, we'll have loads more gems. Looks like 4,200 to be precise. And we're gonna get from our current rank of 2 all the way up to rank 4. Remember, the maximum rank is 13. But then in the next video, we're gonna do something really splurgy that is going to speed up this process for us quite a bit. And it is going to be an awesome toy that we're going to spend some of our precious gems on. So even though the process is kind of repetitive here, stay with me. Hopefully you find this game as enjoyable and charming as I do. I can tell you that the grinding video that I made, the second video in this series, that was not charming at all. Just buying the $1,500 rocket there and teleport to pad. Here we are. Okay, so the next launch I think was 2,000. Is that right? 2,000 fuel. Yeah. So that task, all of the fuel grinding we did in that one video, was not charming at all, and in fact, not so much fun. But with my strategy, we only have to do that one time, and you can see that we're already we're not doing that anymore. Like all of the fuel grinding, we haven't touched our fuel scooper since we bought that beautiful cube. Okay, so this launch will probably take a minute or two, so I'll pause the video and then we'll buy our $5,000 rocket. Be right back. Okay, and we're back with this launch wrapping up. And you can see that our, what is this, the 2,000 fuel launch is getting more and more lucrative. The first time we did it, we earned, I don't know, like 6 grand or something. Now we're almost at 8. So in theory, so let's buy the 5K rocket. In theory, we could launch with less, but we need cash anyway. So we're just getting extra cash for the ability to afford ranking up. Okay, and then one final launch in order to get our desired rocket. So this is the 5,000 fuel launch, and we're just kind of following the same process. Running over to the rocket shop, we're ready to spend money we don't have yet, and using our friend, this effective $15,000 rocket. So that's the goal, and I will pause the video and come back once we have the cash. Okay, and we're back, and our launch has just concluded, and we've got 20,000 that came in. We just needed 15, and so now we've got our 15K rocket. That's the one that's going to generate some cash for us and take us to the top. So what I want you to do here is I'm going to put in 24,600. I just held the E when I stood in front of this one. If you want to remove all fuel, you stand in front of this one and then hold down the E. So what I want from this launch is actually 25,000 is my recommendation. I've got something close enough. I'm just going to launch it. So like I mentioned before in the last video, hey buddy. I guess I should say that people can ride. I don't know if he'll get in time. There he goes. Enjoy the trip. We have no snacks or in-flight movie. Anybody can ride anybody's rocket unless you close it off. So I don't know if you can see this kind of red tint over here. It's most obvious over here on the left. So this person does not want anybody in their pad. And so if you try to walk in the pad when it's red tinted, you will just instantly teleport right here on top of this sign in the middle where you began the game. But I don't know why people would do that. quite happy to give rides to strangers. Usually you would ask permission, but doesn't much matter. Okay, so the launch that I just did with basically 25,000 fuel is not enough to get up to Rank Up Island, and that's not even the point of this launch. The point of this launch is to give us enough cash so that when we actually do our next launch up to Rank Up Island, we will have at least 200 grand, because that's what we need in order to rank up from our current rank, which is here we are at 2. To go from rank 2 to 3, you need at least $200,000 in your bank. And so the magic number that we're after with this launch is 100,000. So if you can do launches with, like 5,000 each, gradually building up your cash supplies until you have $100,000 or more, then you're good. So it doesn't need to be the 25,000 fuel launch that I just did. You can do launches with 5,000. If that's too slow, you can do launches with 10,000. Doesn't matter how many launches it takes. Just do not do the official launch to Rank Up Island until you have at least 100,000 here in your bank. And again, all of these numbers are in the video description below. So still got a good 16,500 fuel in there. That's probably another, 4 minutes or something. So I will set a timer and pause this video and be right back. Okay, and we're back with this fuel, this launch about to end. So again, this was like a 25,000 fuel, technically just under 25,000, but I reached my goal. The goal wasn't the amount of fuel, the goal was the amount of cash. And so the magic number for this moment in the playthrough is to have generated at least 100,000 cash before launching to Rank Up Island. And so we've done that. We've got 110,000, a little bit of a cushion. And so then the next step is to put, how much fuel? I'm actually looking at the video description myself. Where is it? Here we go, 25,000 fuel. That's what we're after. So we're going to put 25,000 fuel. We don't quite have enough, so one more Zenith fuel cube, whatever it's called, drop off. Is he coming back? I think it's this guy right over here. And as soon as we've got our 25,000, that's enough to get us not only above Rank Up Island, but also enough cash coupled with this cash that we've already earned, enough cash to get us to 200,000, which will allow us to rank up. So we put all the fuel in, and we launch, and we board rocket. And I'm going to pause the video and come back after about 5 or 6 minutes. This is still a long trip. It's getting faster, 15% faster every time, so it takes less time, but still kind of a long trip. So I will come back at the end of this trip. And we're back as we've just passed Rank Up Island. Just a little bit of fuel left. Again, my numbers will work for you to get you right above Rank Up Island with the right amount of cash, but only if you've been putting all your points towards rocket speed. So continue to do that. Okay, so I'm here on Rank Up Island. I have at least the requisite $200,000 in cash, but what I don't have are the optional but oh so delicious gems. We haven't done our collecting yet. So I'm not going to record the video of me hopping down, but you've seen it twice now already. I'm going to collect all the gems and life orbs on the way down, and I will have 1,300 more when I come back to you. And I'm back, just completed all my gem collecting and orb collecting and trading those 7 orbs for the sweet 700 gems, bringing us up to 2,900. That's the ideal right before we go to rank 3. So we click board rocket. Our rocket is sitting here right above Rank Up Island. And now we're ready to rank up. But again, just make sure that you have the correct number of gems, because as soon as you rank up, if you have missed any of the gems, you will never have that opportunity to go back and get them. So 2,900, that's the right amount as we head from rank 2 to 3. Let's do it. Okay, we were adventure. Now it's time to be test pilot. Rank up. And again, 3 points towards rocket speed. 1, 2, 3, doing work. Okay, that's real good. Let's teleport to pad. All right, so I need to sit here for a few minutes. I'll pause the video, but I need enough fuel oh, actually, not even for that long. We'll do our standard rocket grind thing here. Actually, I can just pause the video for this. So you're going to do the same rocket grind. It's in the video description, but we've done it 3 times now. 100 fuel, and then use that cash to buy the $100 rocket, and then put 700 fuel, and then buy the next rocket, and then put 2,000 fuel and buy the next rocket, and then 5,000 fuel and buy the $15,000 rocket. So that's all the same. So I'm going to pause the video here and do that kind of rocket grinding strategy. But what's different is the amount of cash that we require before we launch up to Rank Up Island. And so let me just complete this purchase so I can move this process along for myself. So 700 fuel in this next one. And you can see our little robot there is doing work already, which is good because we need a lot of fuel for the cash generating part of this launch. Okay, so I'm going to keep grinding for rockets, and then I'm going to just sit here while my bot collects fuel. And the magic number of cash that we need in our pocket before we launch to Rank Up Island is 150 grand. We needed to say 150 grand or more right here before we do our official launch to Rank Up Island. That launch to Rank Up Island will bring in cash, enough to bring us to 250,000, which is what we actually need in order to pay for ranking up. And in order to generate the $150,000 cash that we need, I'm going to launch with 37,500 fuel. You don't need to worry about that specific fuel number, 37,500. You can just repeatedly do launches of 5,000 or 10,000 or whatever you want. Just need to get this number, currently 68, got to get it above 150,000 before you do your launch to Rank Up Island. So that's the strategy we're going to do. I'm still doing launches for rockets. This one is the 2001. And so I'll pause the video here. This launch will finish. I'll do one more launch at 5,000 fuel. I'll buy my 15,000 rocket, and then I'm just going to sit here and wait for a couple of minutes. It won't take that long. But 37,500, that's the big launch that we're going to do for cash, and then one launch up to Rank Up Island. I'll be back. Okay, and I'm back. So I've just been sitting here for a while waiting for my cube to collect a bunch of fuel. And then I did one big launch. You can see it here. I started with 37,500 fuel. That got me comfortably over the 150,000 that I need before I launch to Rank Up Island. So that's what I'm going to do right now for you. But again, you don't need to worry about doing one big launch. In fact, it's quicker if you just do a bunch of little launches. Maybe you put in like 5,000 per launch or 10,000 per launch. Just keep doing little launches with your $15,000 rocket until you're at least over 150 grand here. Okay, and so now we're ready to do our official launch to Rank Up Island. And so the amount of fuel we need here, and again, it's in the video description below, which is what I'm looking at. Why can't I find this thing? 23,000. That's what we're after, 23,000 fuel. So let's do it. The amount of fuel that it takes us to get to Rank Up Island continues to decrease. The first time it was 33,000. The next time was 30,000. Now we're all the way down to 23,000. Why does it continue to decrease? Well, it's because we're putting all of our rank up points towards rocket speed. And so it's taking less and less fuel to get the 20,000 units up in the air. Also, the trip is happening in less time, which is pretty cool. So this is our official trip to Rank Up Island. Crossing my fingers, I think 23,000 fuel is going to be enough to get us the altitude that we need. And also we should exceed the 250,000 we need in order to rank up. I will be back. Okay, and we're back just above Rank Up Island with our last launch, just over the $250,000 we need. But what we don't yet have are all the gems. So we're not going to rank up just yet, but hopefully you're starting to get the drill. You collect the cash with some extra launches, then you do your one official launch that gets you just above Rank Up Island and just over the cash requirement, 250 grand in this moment. And then you collect all the gems and life orbs going down, which is what I'm about to do off video. And then you come up and rank up. So I will be back with 1,300 more gems. And I'm back after another gem and life orb collection cycle. And now we're up to the correct amount, the maximum amount at this point in the playthrough of 4,200. Very good. We'll click board rocket and then hop on down and get ready to rank up. But as usual, do not rank up here until you have confirmed that you have the right number of gems, either confirmed against this video or against the video description below. 4,200, and that's the magic number at this point. So we rank up and we put all of our points. Oh, now we're astronaut instead of test pilot. And now we're going to put all of our points towards rocket speed. And there it is. 1.6 times as fast as normal. Pretty good, pretty good. So I know that the routine sort of seems, like the same thing over and over again here, but it's about to change at the very beginning of the next video because we are going to take 3,000 of our hard-earned 4,200 gems and spend them on one very splurgy but very awesome purchase here in the gem shop. And that purchase is going to open this game up in a brand new way. In fact, it will make it so that we don't even need to play the game where we do launches to build up to being able to purchase the $15,000 rocket. We're actually not going to purchase the $15,000 rocket again until the very end of the game. So even though it's lots of repetition in the last couple of videos, things are about to change and the game will go much quicker for us once we make this purchase in the gem shop at the start of the next video. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you soon.